Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Nate, and we are back in my garage. I hope you guys are all doing well today. I am going to make an attempt to do a little how-to video on my garage. It's I'm going to try to do my best with this. I've never really done a video quite like this before, but I've noticed that players like myself usually have a lot of questions when it comes to this game because at times this game is not quite clear on how to go about things or to do things. And there's some kind of, I don't want to say some hidden things about the game because they're not really hidden. They're just not talked about a lot, I guess, if you want to say. Like transferring saved barn files with other players of the game for trading or selling vehicles or car parts through the barns. So we'll go over some of that today and a few other things. I'll try to make this as simple and kind of as in depth, I guess, as I can. So I hope you guys can follow along easily and try to understand what I'm trying to get across to you guys to try to help new players or people that are looking for advice on how to do certain things. Now, I am no expert on this game whatsoever. And I'm probably not, to be honest with you, the best person to give some of this advice because there's other people out there more qualified than I am with this kind of thing. But there's also not a lot of people playing this game that make YouTube videos and do a lot of how-to videos on it. So I'm just trying to help right now. So hopefully this does. So let's get into it. So this is going to be the main screen when you load into my garage. You're going to see this new game. Obviously, that's probably self-explanatory. You can go to new game to start a new game. I have a few save games here. And you can see you can have up to 10 different save games. I currently have 3. So I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. You go here to start a new game and you click one of these open spots. These 3 are just going to look like the other ones here that just say empty if you're playing for the first time and you don't have any save games. If you want to come back and you already have a save game, you come to continue and you'll just select one of these save games that you currently have. You may just have one when you come in, or you may have all 10 save spots filled up. So again, that's pretty self-explanatory, I would think. Now, you go to options. Let's go back to options. Go to graphics. You can change your screen resolution. You have all these different settings for that. Pick your best one, right? Your brightness. And that's all that's for graphics in the main options. Sound level. You can change your sound level up or down. That's all you can do there. Gameplay. This is where you want to change the graphic density. The traffic density. This is where, and you can only do this from the options menu outside the game. Once you load into your game save, you won't have the ability to change this. So traffic density can be set from all the way 0. I have it 0 because I don't have any NPC traffic in my games. They can end up causing some problems. They can run into you, causing you to crash, or they just do some weird things sometimes. Or they get in the way. They can be a little annoying. But you can set this all the way up to 100 if you want, that might not be the best, but you do whatever you like to do. And you can set it anywhere in between. I think somewhere for the settings for normally, I think it's somewhere around 5 to 10, like it says. I'm not sure exactly where the base setting is usually. I don't remember. But yeah, you set that on the slider wherever you want. If you don't want any traffic at all, NPC traffic, you just put it down to 0. It's whatever you prefer. Controls, you got your invert Y, and then here you can go to check your steering wheel input. But that's all there. Credits we don't need to go to. Save folder. You can bring up your save folder, and I know if this brings up my files here, it will say my name here, but if anybody really wants to find my name, they can find my name pretty easy. It's not hard. So there it is. I'm not showing anything that, that you can't find extremely easy or don't already know. So these are in your save folders, the app data, local Viking, My Garage. You'll hear about, that pathway if you're around My Garage community. But yeah, you have all your different saves and your decals. You can put your decals in here. Your shop signs. You can make decals to put on your vehicles. You can make your shop sign. And obviously, you'll see my shop sign when we go in there. You can make your own shop signs. For your shop sign, you want the dimensions as you see 1330 times 250 is the best size for that. And you want it as a PNG file, as you see here. Your decals, you can put your decals in here, and you can make your decals what you want, and put them in your decals folder. But yeah, that's basically everything for here that I think I want to really talk about right now, I think. So then your controls here, you can set your controls however you want it, your key binding. Yes, this game, you can use a controller. If you have it on, your controls will show up here. My controller right now is not on, so it won't show the set controls that I have set right now. But yeah, it will just be blank, and you'll think that you set your controls, and then it's like, well, why aren't they showing up? Well, it's because your controller's not on. Once you turn your controller on, the key bindings for your controller should show up. But yeah, you go back here, and then this little thing down here where it says mods, it will show you all the mods that you have loaded in if you use mods or have any mods. But yeah, I use a decent amount of mods. I don't use a lot. I don't use a little. Somewhere in between, I would say. But yeah, those are my mods. And sometimes if they have a little wrench icon that you can click on, the ones that are kind of, I guess you call maybe kind of grayed out there, you can't click on those, but like this one's here, you can go in there and customize it or do certain things with it if you want to. Like some of these, you can do that. But, and then experimental game mode is the survival game mode. You can find some videos on YouTube with the survival game mode in My Garage. I've never played it before, but it is an interesting little mode, survival mode. It is currently a work in progress, so there could be bugs. But having said that, there's bugs in the regular game of My Garage, but we're not here to talk about that stuff today. But it's nothing bad. I mean, this is one of my favorite games that I've ever played. This game is fantastic with what you can do. If you like the car mechanic stuff, this one's for you. It's more of like an open world type of game. You can build in this game. Of course, obviously wrench on cars. You can do pizza deliveries. There's barn finds. There's stuff to do, right? There's multiplayer. So now let's continue. Let's go to continue. So like you're going to continue your game and go into your game save. We're going to go to this game save when we load in, but before we do that, you see all these little files over here on the side next to each game save? Well, each of these files belong to each individual game save. So this file belongs to save game 1, this one to save game 2, and so on. Well, it doesn't matter which file we look into, really, because what I'm trying to show you guys, I can get my point across with any file I go to. But we're going to go to this one because this is the one we're going to load into. You can click on the files. This file here, you can click on it. And it will bring up your Save 3 file. Your app data local Viking My Garage Save 3. Because we're in actually Save 3 because they are numbered different. Even though we are in Save 2, I can't remember exactly how it goes, but like it's basically save 2 is save 3 is save 4, save 4, save 5 is actually save 6, and so on. So I hope you guys understand that. So, and I believe since this is save 3, I don't remember, save 1 is something else, I guess. Oh, no, save 1 is save 1, but save 2 obviously is 3, and why does it skip that? Yeah, because you have save 1 here, it brings up right here. Save 2 doesn't come up. Oh, excuse me, guys. Save 2 doesn't come up as save 2, it comes up to save 3, is because I guess what I was told is the survival mode, the experimental game mode that I told you guys about, is actually, I guess, save 2. That's how the developer set things up, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's just how things are. But so we go into here, and if you want to trade vehicles or car parts through the barns, the saved barns in the game, well, an easy way to do that is to go to the file here, click on the file. It will bring up your save backup, and all that other kind of stuff. Don't need to worry about that stuff here for what I'm telling you. But I have one barn in this save that has some vehicles and some parts in it, just in this save. Now, there are 10 different save garages in each individual save game. And I'll show you once we load into the game what I'm meaning. Now, I only have one barn currently out of the 10 in this save game that has anything in it. So it is the very first barn, which in game is barn 0. And that's why this barn.dat is listed here. If I had stuff in barn 1, it would be barn1.dat. If I had stuff in barn 2, it would be barn2.dat. If I had stuff in barn 3, it would be barn3.dat, and so on all the way through your barns. Okay, something like that. I could be a little off, but it'll be pretty much like that. So if I go to this one, I think, is it this save? No, it's not that save. I only have one. This older save here, I have, okay, no, I don't have any other barns besides the first one. So I'm only using one barn in all my saves. But sometimes I put quite a bit of stuff in one barn. So you go here to your file. Say you're part of a Discord, right? Or you play some multiplayer with some buddies, right? And you guys want to share save barn files, or you guys want to trade a vehicle, or you want to sell a vehicle or parts to somebody that you're on a Discord with, or something like that, right? Well, in the Discord, you can be sent your barn file. So how you would send someone a barn file, an easy way, you go into your files, click this right here, and then you see this barn here, you can right click it. It'll bring up, and you can copy the barn or cut it, whatever you want to do. I'll copy it. I usually copy it and don't cut it, because then cut it usually takes my barn out completely out of the save. If I copy it, the barn still saves. And I can copy it, and then I know something happens on their end or something happens on my end, I still have the barn in my save, so I don't have to worry about it. I can come back in, copy it again, and transfer it over. So when you copy it, you just copy it, right? You guys know how, things like that work. So you right-click it, you copy it, and then you take it into wherever you want to basically paste it, right? So I could take this barn right here, copy the file, go to this first one, and you can transfer barns in between your saves too. So this probably isn't the best to do this because I got a barn.dat here, but it should be all right. Actually, I'll delete this barn.dat just to make sure. And I'm not going to use this save anymore. It's an old save, so it'll be all right. And then the one that I copied from save 2, we're going to go into our save 1 and paste that barn right into there. So that barn now, with my cars and everything in it that's in save 2, is also now in my save 1. which now it resets it here to the top. So I hope you guys understand that. So that's how you can take barn files, right click, copy it, go put it to wherever you need to in a message or wherever, and then send it to the person. They'll have your barn. They can take that, copy that barn, and then put it into their game, just like I showed, and I transferred it into this other game save. So yeah, it's not that bad. It's actually pretty easy. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. So yeah, I hope you guys understand that, and it's easier. It's actually very, very simple to do. You just have to do it a couple times. Well, really, you only have to do it once, and then you're like, okay, this is easy. It may seem a little daunting now to do, but it's really not. And I thought the same thing, but you'll get it. It's easy. So that's basically for transferring and putting barns into your saves. So hopefully that was good enough, like I said, and you guys understood what I was saying. If you're around computers or you know how to transfer files and things like that, this is probably pretty simple. So we'll exit out of this, and we will load into Save 2. Now, you can set your stuff up in a new game like this. You can enable food, drink, and sleep. If you check this, and there's a check mark in this box, then that means you have to worry about buying food, drinks, and you have to sleep. And you'll have, all those 3 different meters up in the top right corner. And also you'll have a health meter too along with that. So you actually have 4 different meters, if I remember correctly. And you have to actually eat and drink every day and sleep. If you don't, your health goes down, and then you'll slow down and you won't be able to move. Basically, pretty much. Enable map extension. This is what got me really at first when I started playing. I have this checked because then this allows you to leave the small island and go into Middletown, the town, to the service center. You can go over to the interior store. You can do the pizza deliveries. There's a whole huge big map on the other side, and we'll show you that once we load into the game save. Disable taxi. If you check mark that, then that means you can't fast travel to locations. And then disable winter I have checked because the winter in this game is it is what it is. I don't care for the winter and how it looks. So you may think differently. So let's load into the game save. We'll make it real time. You guys will stay with me as it's loading in. I usually keep a lot of my videos on cut and raw anyways, because that's just how I do things. But we'll just wait for it to load up. Sometimes it takes longer than others. Sometimes it's fairly quick. You guys saw the mods that I have. More mods you usually have, the longer it takes to load. So give it a second to load in. Because when you first get in, it takes a minute for things to just stabilize. So this is the garage. When you get here, tools will be laying all on the floor in this area. You can go buy a toolbox like this at the store. Over across the way over there. On the other side of that corner of the building back over there. But this is all here. The map while we're in here. This is a map of the place. This is the small island. Your workshop used car sale, which is that building right over here. And the item store, we're all right here in this area right here. This is a small island. The junkyard's way down here, which this is actually pretty small. It may look like it's kind of large on here, but it's really not. This is a small island. If you don't enable the map that I told you, you're only going to be able to stay on here, and you're not going to be able to cross that big long bridge. If you do cross the big long bridge, and I've done it before, without enabling the map or extending the map, you will literally drive into the water. And then you'll have to start all over again, or whatever it is, and because you'll be stuck in the water. Or at least that's what I had to do. I had to actually leave the save and reload the save again. So this is the actual big map of the whole game. We are way down here. This is the small little tiny island. This thing here. That's what is on that map there. why I say you're just this little tiny area down here, the small island, and then you got this huge big island here, which is absolutely massive. You go up here, you go to this way all the way through here to get up here to the interior shop, which is, I think, up right over here somewhere is the interior shop. It is a long freaking drive. I'm not just saying that. But then you go out here, Middletown is right over here somewhere. It's right over here in this area, or maybe right over here, more over here. But yeah, Middletown is a town. You can go deliver pizzas in. You can go to the store. They got a little grocery store, a hardware store, places like that. The service center. So, yeah, there's good stuff on this map. That's why over here, that's why you want to extend the map so you can get over here. The only way to get over there is over the bridge. So, that's that. But if we come out here, I showed you guys, this is the shop sign I'm talking about. You can make your own shop sign. I told you guys the dimensions. You guys go to your favorite website and do up your banners and decals if you want to for the game. I use a website called Canva. I am in the United States, so I use a website called Canva. There is a free version or a paid version where you can make this kind of stuff at. So, yeah. There are other videos out there on how to make shop signs and decals and put them into your game, into the right files, so they will appear in your game. It's a little tricky to do if you don't know what you're doing, like myself. It was more trickier to figure this stuff out to bring into the game than it even did to figure out how to put mods into your mod folder for the game, so they'd be in the game. And the mod stuff is a little tricky, too, if you don't know what you're doing on how to put them in the right folders and that. I don't know if I'm ready to make a video quite like that, showing you how to put the mods in. There are other good videos out there that will tell you how to place the mods in your mod folder so that they will be in the game. Like, there's another content creator out there called Quad Thumb Gaming. That's his channel, Quad Thumb Gaming. He does a great video, on how to install mods into my garage. That's how I learned to do it. He does the best job out of anybody I've ever seen explaining how to install mods into my garage. Again, that is Quad Thumb Gaming. But yeah, there's that. Maybe sometime down the road I'll figure out and put a video together on how to do mods, because obviously that's a big question by a lot of people. How to incorporate mods into a game or my garage. So let's go over here and we will show you. Also, I am in the test version right now. There is a big update coming down the pipe for this game. Big update. And I am in the test version, so I am not in the public version like probably most of you guys are. So things may look a little different. Things may act a little different. So I just want you guys to know that I am not on the public version. So we come back here. This is our barn. This door here only. None of these other doors work. You want to come to this door here and you have your save slots. You have 0 through 9. You have 10 different save slots here. It's always going to be set at the 0. There's not going to be ever a key there unless you move it one over. So this is the only barn. This is the barn.dat that you saw in my save file. It's the only barn that I have anything saved in on this save. We will go ahead and we will open this barn up. And there's no key there. Not because it's the only barn I have stuff saved in. It's just that's just how the game is. There's only, because you can't have keys in all of them, because if you select like 3, you got to have one open for that key to go to that you select the garage, right? So hopefully you understand this. So let's open garage 0. It's going to have a loading screen like this. Sometimes it depends on how long it wants to take. Sometimes it's quick, sometimes it's not. It just all depends. Like right now, it took a little longer sometimes than normal. The door opens up on its own. You're going to have some lag and things like that. FPS is going to drop. It's just normal with this game. So this is the vehicles that I have in Save 1. And I have some engines over here, some extra seats. This is the build I was working on. This Rat, BMW Rat. A race Rat. This is my drag truck. This truck has actually won a couple trophies. And this is a 80s GMC pickup. Actually, these are supposed to go on here, but I haven't found a way to secure these cap sides to. So every time I load in the game, they are on the ground. But it is what it is. So yeah. Cool little mod. This is a truck mod. You can only get this off of Discord. This is not on Nexus Mods. There's a lot of mods that I have. Most of them you can get off of Nexus Mods. But okay, so that's the only barn that I have stuff saved in. We'll switch to just the second barn, and I'll show you guys I have nothing in it. And it would just be an empty barn. Yes, after you close the door, it does save and you can't do anything. So let's switch to just another barn just to show you guys. And see, that time was a lot quicker because there's probably nothing in it. Well, it's not probably. I know there's nothing. So there's nothing in here. So you just close it. It's going to save again. Okay, see, that went quick because there's obviously nothing in it. That is the used car dealer over there. You got to go over to it. I know you don't see any cars right now, but you go to it. It's going to load, and then it's going to spawn in vehicles. It's how the game works. I've never seen a game that works quite like this one does, but it does. That place right over there with those trailers sitting out of it, that building I'm pointing to over there, that is the parts shop. And right over there, you'll see that long bridge that goes way down, way over there. That's the bridge to get on and off the island. Only way on and off. And that goes over there to Middletown or the other part of the Big Island. So, there's that. That's the convenience shop where you can get some things after hours. That place never closes. The shop over there, the used car dealer, they close at certain times. Other shops close at certain times. There is also... Before I say that, you come over here. This is the catalog. This is also like I said, this is a video to help people that are having questions, but also, if there's new people that come to the game, they're going to have questions about some of this stuff. This is your catalog. You can switch through your cars that you have. These are some mods that I have, so you won't see this stuff here at the end if you don't have these mods installed. And then your engines. You have your different engines in the game. But, yeah, there's that. And then I wanted to show you guys another thing about discarding money. You see in the top left corner, right? We have $63,000 in our pocket right now. Right? So, if you hit the escape button, it will bring up the escape menu. Now, mine may look different than yours because this was just updated last night in the test version. This is what, I guess, the new escape menu is going to look like when it releases in the public version. It looks quite a bit different. But I wanted to show you guys. You go down to discard money down here. It says discard money. If you go to this box here, you click on it, you can put up to $10,000 in here. Type $10,000 in here. That's as high as it will go to. And then you hit discard money, and it would discard a stack of $10,000. Then you hit escape, and there you go. There is your stack of American dollar bills. Actually, stack of $100 bills. Benjamin Franklin's. So, yeah, that's $10,000 as you see there. You can go back in and you can discard as much as you want, really, as long as you have it. $10,000. To add it back, you can pick right click it to pick it up like you would a tool, and then hit left click, and it adds it back to your money. Watch the money in the top left corner go up another $10,000. There you go. Right click, left click, right click, left click, right click, left click. There you go. You don't have to do 10,000. You can do something as low as $1, and it will literally take $1. Now the stack looks the same, I know, but that's $1 right there. So you can do any amount between $1 and 10,000. So that'd be cool if you're doing in your role play or something like that. You want to start from 0, or you want to start from a certain dollar amount, or you just want to have a pile of cash sitting on the counter because you think it looks cool. Hey, whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. So, yeah. And then also come in here, too, if you want to take any screenshots, and you want to get the money and the time and the FPS off the screen for a good screenshot, and it will get the white dot in the center of your screen out of there, too, just go here, hit Hide UI. Hit escape, and look, there's no UI on your screen now. Now you can take a nice screenshot. Hit escape again to bring back the UI. Hit show UI. There you go. Like magic. You can change your junkyard size. Mine was set at 10, but you can do it up 12, 14, whatever you want, all the way down to 0. Well, if you do 0 and you go to the junkyard, you're not going to get any cars spawned in. But it all depends. The higher the junkyard number, it will increase your load time, like it says. So it depends, how long that's going to be for your load time. You got your tips here for, your gameplay tips on how to do some things. It's not real explanatory on how to do things, but it's good enough. But like I said, this game kind of lacks in the area of explaining some things sometimes. You have your tutorial window you can bring up, your tips like I just brought up. You have your tutorial video to watch. This is helpful. You should probably watch it if you're new to the game. Multiplayer, like I said, you can play with people in multiplayer. It is still, like it says, experimental, kind of like the survival mode. There can be bugs, so just be aware that it's not all fleshed out. I guess back in the day when this came out a few years back, I say back in the day, a few years ago when this came back, I guess you could only get on and drive cars around with people. But now I guess it's full-fledged where you can wrench on vehicles and do whatever you want, even in normal mode. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. So I think, you have your menus are set up a little differently now because of the update. But, no, I know on your guys, like I said it's not going to show up on your guys' game like this, most likely if you're not on the test version. But you bring up the map, it'll bring up the map. You can fast travel. These are the fast travel. These are the taxis, things that you can turn off if you want to, so you can't fast travel. But you can take a taxi to the house, to the garage, to the junkyard, the customer sign, which is that sign right there. The garage will drop you off right here for the garage. Hit this if you get stuck somewhere. If you get stuck somewhere, like underneath a car or in between a car somehow, or anywhere else for that matter, because you can get stuck just about anywhere in this game, hit the escape menu and hit unstuck. And you will actually get unstuck. Like I clicked it there, and you saw the thing in the background do that. Like it just moves you forward a little bit. See, like that, like we're doing in the background? That's all that does. And it's a nice feature because you will get stuck on things. And you'll get stuck good. But yeah, you got your quick save and your all this other stuff and your auto save. My auto save is off right now. I've never used autosave in this game. Uh, your export and import buildings, like if you want to, you can import buildings. If there's like mod buildings and stuff out there you want, you can put your building. I can't remember the save file, but it's like building something. I can't remember what it is. Building.dat or I don't know. Something like that. But the building files you can import into your game, put into your save file. Kind of like how I showed you how you would do it for the barn saves. Taking out and putting in barn saves, it'd be the same thing. Put in pretty much for the most part. Put in that building file. Then when you load into the game, you just hit import building. And the building, if it's done, has been put into your game correctly in the right folder, it will appear in your game. So, I think that's pretty much it. If you hit the escape menu, you see the mods here. You can bring the mods up, like I showed you before, in-game too. So you can do that right here from here too, if you want to, do whatever you need to do with some mods or do whatever you want. So, yeah. So that was just a little overview of things. Hopefully this helped you guys. I know it was just kind of a little rough overview, but I hope I helped some people out there with getting to know how to do some things in this game that you may have had some questions on. They're really simple, but you don't know in the beginning on some of this stuff. And the same stuff that I just showed you guys, at one time, I had questions about the same stuff too. And I am still learning how to do things in this game. I said I've been playing this game for about a year, but on and off for that year. And I still have a lot of questions. And I will give you guys some good resources to end this, to find good, knowledgeable sources if you ever have any more questions on this game. If you have any questions, you can ask down in the comments. If I know the answer, I will tell you. Like I said, I don't know everything about this game. There's a lot I still don't know. And you may say, well, why are you doing a review? Well, I'm doing a review because it's stuff that I know how to do so far, and it's questions that I had, and I know that I can possibly help people out there that have the same questions that I do. So that's why. So now, here's some resources, some other YouTube channels you can go to ask questions or find valuable information from their already videos that they've published. One was the Quad Thumb Gaming that I told you about. Go there. He has a great video about how to put mods into your game, where to get mods, and how to put them in your game. He does a nice video on how to put decals and shop signs, the correct sizes, into your game and how to do that into your files. So he does some really nice videos on that. Probably the best I've seen for that kind of stuff for this game. That is Quad Thumb Gaming on YouTube. Another one, you want a good, really good, probably the best how-to video on this game, a total how-to video on this game, would be a YouTube channel called Hurst Quasar. He does a fantastic how-to video on this game. He goes over a lot of stuff, especially more in-depth than I have done. So yeah, great guy. Go check him out. Great channel. And you'll learn a lot from Hurst Quasar's how-to video on My Garage. Third person that I would recommend, especially for just viewing, just pure enjoyment of his content, because he does fantastic roleplay videos. He does mostly My Garage and Farming Simulator videos. And that is Funkle88. Yeah, I can't end this video without mentioning Funkle88. That guy has helped me more than anyone has in this game. I've asked him so much, and he's been so patient with me on asking my questions. I probably asked him some dumb questions before about this game. He has helped me a lot. I joined his Discord called The Gamer's Edge. That would be a great Discord to join. It is a fantastic community over there on the Discord. On Funkel's Discord, The Gamer's Edge, man. I was never part of any Discords before I joined his, and I'm so glad. It's a great Discord over there. We can buy and trade vehicles over there through My Garage Barnes. Just over there chat about things, and it's real cool, man. He does giveaways on his channel for vehicles and My Garage, and auctions over there, auction vehicles off here and there. It's a great time. It really is. It's good, and I'm loving it. I'm loving this very much. This whole My Garage. Is it the most perfect game in the world? No, it has its downfalls, it has its bugs, its jankiness, things like that, and hopefully they get ironed out. But overall, a lot of that stuff can be overlooked by myself because this game really is good. But I would like to see more added to this game, like especially tools. Because, come on, after all, this is a mechanic game, and we're very limited on our tools. We need more tools. Come on now. This game has been in early development, I think, for 4 or 5, maybe almost even 6 years now. Come on now. Early access type of stuff. It's time to start giving us more tools and actually an actual in-game, base game air compressor instead of using a dang bike tire pump. Come on now. Give us a wrench, an actual wrench, instead of a, what do they call these? The spanners? These guys right here? Yeah. Actually give us a freaking wrench. That we can use. Get us some more tools. An actual bigger welder than this puny little thing. Give us some more dang tools. It's a mechanic game. Come on now. We need more tools. That's one of my biggest things is more tools. And the optimization needs worked out in this game. The optimization isn't the best. More cars need to be added. I mean, there's more stuff that can be done to this game. This game has been in early access for a very long time, and things need to get moving on it. And they finally are, because I think this update that's coming is, I could be wrong, but I think it's this biggest update this game has ever seen. So, yeah, things are happening. It's just, I kind of wish they just get here, right? But you want to make sure that everything's all ironed out so it doesn't screw everything up. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end it here. And I hope this video helped you guys. And if it did, please let me know down in the comments if it helped you. And hopefully I explained things clear enough. I know I didn't go real in-depth, and there's other videos out there that can help you more. But I don't know if I'm the best teacher in the world, and I'm probably not. So there's other people that are better than me. And if I can get together a video sometime, I would really try to make a video on how to install mods in My Garage. But that may just be a little above my pay grade, just to tell you the truth. But if you want a good video on that, that's going to really help you on that, like I said, go to Quad Thumb Gaming, his channel. That's the name of his YouTube channel, and go look up how to install mods. You'll find his video. Just look through his My Garage videos, his how-to videos on My Garage. You'll see him. You'll see him. So, yeah, guys, that's going to do it. If this video was helpful or you liked it, please leave it a like. If you like my content, like my channel, consider subscribing to me. All your support is greatly appreciated. And I know, once again, we did a lot of standing around talking, but that's what this type of video really was kind of to be, a how-to video. So, until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Thank you for watching.